beautiful day. Oh, the butterfly. What's that? Butterfly? So I saw a butterfly. Birds. Oh, hi there. This is Andy Lopez. I'm better known as Invisible Gardener. Today I'm here as EcoCat. You know, they do video blogging. So this is my video blog. Yeah. So I'm weird. What do you say? Oh, there's a butterfly. Where does that butterfly go? I like butterflies. Yeah. I saw a black butterfly the other day. Then on TV I saw a black butterfly movie that came out. Really cool, ain't it? Oh, there's a butterfly over there. Oh, where the butterfly goes? All these butterflies everywhere. I love butterflies. Okay, so today I'm going to talk to you about trees. I started doing a show in 1970 called It's the Trees. It's the trees, the trees. Oh, what happened? My voice went, hello? Testing? What am I doing? Oh, it looks, wow, kind of weird. I lost everything. Oh, there it is. I'm back again. I had that flash, you know. It says all of a sudden I'm just, ooh. Anyway, I call it It's the Trees. And I started talking about trees 1970 and explaining to people importance of trees. So I kind of moved on now to the importance of the soil. After all, the trees are growing in the soil. And if you want to have happy, pest-free, disease-free trees, you need living soil. Actually, what you need is topsoil. No topsoil, no trees. Actually, no people, no living things, no animals. In my recent articles, past year or so, I've been talking about mycelium and the importance of mycelium and how mycelium is a way that it's the start and the end of the life cycle. Starting the beginning and the end of the food chain. Everything we do it happens on the planet. The living things all get recycled by the mycelium. And it's one way that I talk a lot about how trees communicate. And the mycelium is like the web of life. It's like the internet of the soil. Really interesting. And most people aren't aware that that the climate change, in part, is caused by the misuse, or rather the destruction of the topsoil. 40% of the world's topsoil has been destroyed within the last 100 years, but through farming techniques, bad farming techniques, techniques where you destroy the soil and you raise cattle, or you destroy the soil and you do cities, or you destroy the soil and you do roads, or you simply destroy the soil by adding toxins to it. And the recent articles have been telling people that millions and millions of trees are dying from bark beetles and a variety of other pests. The article suggests, well, look at trees that are not being attacked and we can plant more of them. Sorry, that's partly true, but not exactly. You're still missing the elephant in the room. The elephant in the room is the soil. Here's something interesting you all should know. One of the reasons why city trees are dying faster than trees in the forest is topsoil. No topsoil in the city. Now in the forest you have topsoil, but there's something that has been changed throughout. Okay, so throughout the millions of years that the forests have been around, animals. Oh, there I go again. Wow, look at that. Something makes me want to just stare at this. I can't. Oh, there you go. Must be the drugs. I'm doing too many drugs. Yeah. Oh, I know what I'm doing. I don't do drugs. But I do like pretty sparkly things, and my consciousness just sort of floats away, like it just did a moment there ago. But throughout the millions of years, the forest has been recycling. Topsoil builds up. But the key here is animals. Oh, there I go again. I really got to stop doing this. I don't know why. Maybe it just puts it out. Maybe it's just a machine, can't handle it. Maybe it's butterflies. But anyway, it's animals. There was an abundance of animals coming and going through the forest. Animals lived and died and returned to the forest. Animals poo-pooed and returned to the microbes into the forest. The forests now are a small fraction of what they used to be in the past. The animals are not traveling from one place to another. They're not bringing minerals and microbes from one place to another. They're pretty much stuck in there, and there's less and less of them. There's less and less birds. Roadkills alone kills millions and millions of animals. So there's less animals, less birds to recycle everything back again. The idea of remineralization is very, very important. But here's the thing that's more important is you can't just put minerals in the soil. You have to have the microbes. The mycelium has to be there to eat it. That's the way it works. Most people don't realize that carbon dioxide, mycelium, in the process of providing minerals to the plants and the trees, takes in carbon dioxide and binds it into the soil. Carbon resequestration, I think is called. Resequestration, I can't say it. It basically, oh, there he goes again. Okay, you just have to wait for it. There you go, I'm back. So the process of mycelium basically takes minerals in whatever form they're in, and through the process of it takes carbon and makes an acid out of it, and in the process it releases the minerals, and the minerals are returned are then distributed through the web that mycelium has to the plants, to the trees. Remember the root systems? They grow in there, they're intertwined with the mycelium. The root hairs have mycelium on them, which then transfers of minerals to the trees. See, simple. But if you put rock dust on, there's no mycelium there, no microbes. The rock dust would stay there for millions and millions of years. And that tree would not have any way to get the minerals. Chemical fertilizers are not a complete food. Chemical fertilizers are more toxic than good. Chemical fertilizers cause a variety of problems. They kill the beneficials in the soil. Whenever I tell people you don't have the good guys and the bad guys in the same place. The good guys is the mycelium. So the problem that's happening now with the millions and millions of trees, there's two things going on. One is the cities. All around the cities, trees are dying left and right because there's no topsoil. The process that they are used to getting the nutrition from is not there anymore. And so, yeah, they get some food from the very air, from things, being dumped around them. Fertilizers has, to some extent, is food. It's like eating sugar, eating candy. You can only eat that for so long. You need to have a good diet. You need to have the minerals. It's a trace mineral deficiency that's happening. Combination of the drought causing stress, a combination of humans taking the underground water. Because normally you have a drought, you have the underground water that they survived off of. Now they don't even have that. So they get a combination of stress from all over the place. Toxins being dumped to the side. Human beings are very, very stressful. So the key here is okay, we have a problem with the climate. That's something we're going to have to deal with. I can talk to you about that endlessly, how to deal with that. But right now we're going to talk about the soil and the trees and what you have to do. I work a lot with homeowners. That's a big area right there. Gardeners having the faintest idea about topsoil. I went to a place the other day and said, what's wrong with my tree? And I'm looking at it and I'm going, no topsoil. When's the last time you applied rock dust, compost, and mulch? Huh? Really? See what I'm saying? So you need to bring the topsoil back to life. The only way you can bring it back to life is by adding it to it. We took it away. We need to bring it back. We need to put rock dust, compost, and mulch. Ideally, you want to put the rock dust in the compost while you're making it. But if you can't, then you buy a good source of compost that you know is alive, has been made properly, not the suicide stuff, right? And you add the rock dust. Normally, when people make compost, they don't understand about adding rock dust, let alone cities. Stuff like that, who are making compost in large scale, or a person who makes compost, company and makes compost in a large scale. Very rarely do I find them adding rock dust to it. And I go, well, where do they think to get the minerals from? What's going on? So you want to be doing that. You want to get a couple of different sources of rock dust, blend them together, because a blend of rock dust is better. Put a thin layer of rock dust down, a thin layer of compost, and a thin layer of mulch. You do that on a regular basis, your soil will slowly build up. The other thing you need to do with your trees, you need to do deep watering. It's better to underwater than overwatering. City water's got chemicals in it that can kill the beneficials. See what I'm saying? So you want to provide deep watering. Trees only need a good deep watering, say once a week at the most. That's if you have bad soil. If you have good topsoil, once a month is a good deep watering. Drip system. You install what I call tree vents. I use clay drain pipes because I like the clay. Clay is paramagnetic, really helps a lot. But you can use the PVC pipe, 3 feet, goes down the ground. Make sure it has holes on the side. Inside you put your rock dust, compost, and mulch. And ideally in the compost, you also want to make sure you're adding the mycelium and the microbes to it. And if you make compost without manure, you're not going to have the microbes in it. That's one of the things you need to know about. Making compost, you have to add some type of animal manure. The more the blend of animal manure, the better. So the key here to helping these trees is there's a short-term and a long-term solution. The short-term solution is reduce the stress. If it's being attacked by the borer, there are many things you can do to control the borer, to kill the borer in the tree and to control it from coming back. In the short-term solution, you want to get, the way you reduce the stress is you get the minerals and the food into the plant. The way you do that is by foliar spraying. You spray the tree with a really nice, a compost tea is very good. That's one reason why it works so well. It has the microbes in it, provided you make compost correctly. One of my next shows, talks here is going to be how to make compost correctly. Plus, I'm also going to talk to you about certain things that you can do to control the bark beetle, as you can do your stuff, how to make the foliar sprays. So we're going to be doing a lot of this stuff. I'm going to do a little bit every day, about 5 minutes every day, a little talk about what's going on in the environment. And every Sunday, I'm going to be here talking to you about what you and I can do together. So that's basically it for today. Make sure that you don't overwater your trees. Overwatering soaks the soil, kills the soil, is very, very bad. Okay? So basically, you understand you have to have a good topsoil. Okay, so that's it for today.